No one tells you how hard it is to be in a safe place for the first time in your life. You are not alone. So many of us are going through this right now. Everyone always tells you, be who you are. And you're like, all right. And they're like, no, not that, not that, not that. So you begin to create and learn this formula and practice it over and over and over again so that you can learn to fly under the radar and seem normal so that you don't get the reaction of, no, not that. But once you're safe, and for most of us, that can take us well into adulthood, you start to see how much of you is hiding, how much of you is putting on masks and armor. You realize that going out as your masked self is absolutely exhausting. But you also realize that going out and unmasked is equally exhausting. It's like you've been doing it so long, you've been masked so long that when you grab your keys, it's like when Iron Man calls his armor to him and it all just starts snapping on. It's automatic. You don't even have to do anything. It just happens. So you go out and you're like, consciously, today I'm going to be myself. So you're like taking this piece of armor and you're pulling it off. And you're letting some of the sunshine and sparkles and excitement come out, and maybe some of the difficult sadnesses that you've had, but you're letting out bits of you that you have kept hidden for so long. And then you're really tired because holding this is so hard. You're just like pulling it away from you so bits of you can escape and bits of you can shine out. And then when you let go, it snaps back into place. And you're really tired, and so you don't have as much energy to be out in the world, even when you are being your authentic self, because to be that is scary and feels unnatural. So you find yourself needing more rest than you have ever needed in your entire life, and you need to give that to yourself. It's so important. Let yourself have the rest that you need, because you are rewiring your brain and you're clearing your energetic field in a way that you have never been able to do. And there might be for you 10 years, 35 years, 65 years of garbage that you have to let out. And you can only do that when you're doing the work of pulling off that armor to let these pieces escape, until the armor isn't stuck like glue to you, until it feels a little bit more natural. Maybe you get to a place where instead of your whole body armor, you just have a chest plate. That would be okay. Rome wasn't built in a day, bro. If you're like me, you have a vast, untapped well of emotions, and the range is so broad, but you've been taught to live in this space right here, that you can only express this out in public. So you've either internalized it, which is what I've done, or when you get overwhelmed, it leaks out in a very unhealthy manner. Maybe you become manic, maybe you become depressive. The messages I received when I was a kid was, nobody wants to see you when you're in this space of feeling overwhelmed and sad and just like your soul is crushed. So keep that to yourself and go hide. And then on the other side of that, I have had immense times of joy and excitement and like energy. And I've also been taught like, you're blinding me, so please put that away, dim your light, I can't handle that. And what I want to tell you, what I really want to focus on for you is that you're not alone. There are so many people out there that are going through this same experience. And I want you to be proud of yourself for letting yourself out, or even just acknowledging that this exists within you. The very first time that you pull your armor away from yourself to let things out, let you out, let yourself shine, even let the darkness out, you plant a seed. And like any seed, it needs water and sunlight. But you're gonna snap your armor back into place, and that seed is gonna wait there for you until you have the energy to pull your armor away again and give it a little water and a little sunshine. Be patient with yourself, because if you rip all of your armor off all at once, the core of who you are, that little seed, it's so delicate right now. And so you don't want it to be mowed down. Don't let anyone mow you over. You have to foster it within yourself. And so it's okay to keep your armor. You just lift it away when you can, when you have it in you, but not too much, to let some water and some sunlight get in until that sapling is so strong that a lawnmower couldn't take it out. You'd have to go get your chainsaw. Then maybe you take off your armor. But while this space inside of you is so new and so fresh, it's okay to be reclusive. It's okay to keep it to yourself. It's okay to revel in your own joy and your own company and realize that you create a safety for yourself. Don't let anyone mow you over. You have to be safe in your body so that you build this structure. Think Three Little Pigs. You have built this house of straw, and it is your own little nestled spot where you can be, but it can't really withstand the winds and the wolf. So you keep it to yourself. As time goes by, you replace some of the hay with sticks. As you get stronger, your house gets stronger. And then it can withstand a little bit of a push, a little bit of a wind, a little bit of sway, a little bit of scrutiny, a little bit of judgment. And as you go, you replace the sticks with bricks. And suddenly, your entire house, who you are, is a firm foundation of this place that is unmovable. You are all you. And there's nothing anyone can say or do or judge that is going to change that, because you feel confident in who you are. And it takes time to get there. I would say I'm a little mix of straw and sticks. Maybe I've got a couple bricks, but really we're just beginning. And the more you go, the stronger you get. So just one day at a time. Make sure that you rest. Make sure that you protect your house by loving yourself, by giving yourself what you need, by asking yourself what you need.